Hi there, folks. Welcome to Random and Desperate. Now, I've not done a live event for, I must admit, at least a year now, so I'm a bit rusty. But where do you think I am? Do you think I'm in the pub? Do you think I'm in my own apartment? So, give us some idea. Well, I'm currently in Cleveland at the moment, and I've rented this house for a week. And I must admit, it is absolutely lush. It's got its own games room. It's got 4 floors. It's absolutely lush, to be honest with you. Full fat Coke. So I'm going to have a chat with you and drink my full fat Coke because, as you know, I hate, with a passion, I hate Diet Coke. Hate it. It's all that chemical rubbish what they put into it. What it's supposed to taste like with real sugar, but it's not. What I'll do, I'll let a few more people join, and I will have another shot of this. I'm going to cheat a bit. I'm currently playing on my own because there's no local hottie who's joining with me today. So I've just got this pool table to myself. Right, so 11 people watching. Do us a favour, guys, just say hello or something so I know it's actually working. So I'm a bit rusty with live streaming because I've not done it for at least a year. I prefer, I'll be honest, walking round the streets of Blackpool and Manchester. Hi Justin, hi Stevie, hi Paul. See, I'm used to going around the streets of Manchester and Blackpool with a camera with my GoPro talking to myself, which, to be honest, I don't mind. It is weird, to be honest with you. Well, you rubbish at pool. Well, I'm no good at all, especially when you go in a pub and your mate says to you, what happens a lot, do you fancy having a game of pool? Now, if I've only had one or two, I'm quite good at pool. But soon as I have the golden nectar, the golden sunshine, I'm actually crap at pool. Yeah, I decided to come to Cleveland for a week to do some filming. So I've been here quite some time. Steve, pass on the pool. Yeah, hi Greg. Hi Michael, you alright? Yeah, I've come to Cleveland for a couple of, say, 3 weeks to get away from the hustle bustle of, hi Mark, you okay, of Manchester. I want somewhere quiet. Yeah, I must admit the weather is absolutely rubbish. It's rained nearly every day, and especially when you're trying a film. Have I ever stayed in the Viking? No, but it's on my list to do. It's on my list to go. Yeah, that's a big, if I remember rightly, that's near, whereabouts is the Viking? I'm trying to think where it is now. I think it's near Central Pier. So I usually try and go to, I've been to the Doric. I'm stopping in South Shore, okay. South Shore, well that is, my next video is about South Shore when I go around the back streets of Blackpool, around the South Shore, the old abandoned hotels. And you know what I'm like going around the back streets, because I say I am a fan of Blackpool. I absolutely love it, to be honest with you. I've come here since I was a kid, and I've got a passion, I've got a heart for the place. But what upsets me, which you've probably heard this quite a few times, is when you go, oh, right, okay, Paul, is it only for the 18s only? Interesting. Might be some local hotties for me. Yeah, going around the back streets of South Shore, the old abandoned hotels, like years ago in the 70s and 60s, it used to be a place to go, especially the South End, but now it's just full of rundown hotels. They are trying to invest into it, which I must admit, I think they're building, what's it called? Hi Chris, you alright, pal? Oh, you're going to the Doric, are you, tomorrow? Family, all inclusive. Great place, that. Great place. And if you're taking the kids, even better. I say there's 2 rooms. Are you from, where in Manchester are you from, Stevie? Let's just say Denton area. Denton, the posh bit. Yeah, the Doric, there's 2 rooms. There's the adult one and there's the children one. And I really recommend, it might sound kiddish and fun, but go in the kids one, because there's 2 entertainers there called Crazy Cat. He does a marvellous puppet show. I know it's for kids, but he seems to twist it a little bit to make it a bit dirty. When the kids sit there, when he tells like a joke or something, they just think, why is that funny? Why are the adults laughing? Because it's a bit rude. It's a bit, let's just say, crossing the line. Hi Andy, all right, pal? So it really is worth going. It's puppet show. When you see Crazy Cow, hi Ashley, are you still working as, you still working at, you don't know where? Am I still working? Well, I still work full time as a job as a bus driver. Let's just say around Manchester, because I'm not allowed to disclose where I work. Unfortunately, that's part of the contract, especially if you're a YouTuber, because you could say something negative about the company, which then I would get in trouble. What was I saying then? Yeah, about the Derek. What Chris says, have you been there at the start of September? It's great. What was the Doric? Yeah. It really is. I've seen you on the bus, that's why. Oh, you see me on the bus, have you, Steve? Let's get them comments back. Andy says, does the place of work rhyme with... No, it's not slave coach, it's not stagecoach, or it's not worst bus or first bus. It's somewhere in Manchester. And let's just say you usually go once a year to there and park somewhere, and I pick you up. That's all I'll say. Yes, mate, I used to work for Pennine. Oh, yeah. Hi, Stevie. Yeah, I remember working at the old Pennine depot. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Julie. All right. Oh, Julie. One of my #1 fans there. Hi, Ashley. Okay. Yeah, Julie. I must admit, Julie, every time I make a video. Hi, Paul. Trafford Centre. Never been there, actually. Yes, Julie, every time I do a video, you always, to be honest with you, make a comment. And it does cheer me up. I do get a few, let's just say, ladies. Good, I'm glad you're doing okay, Julie. How's everyone? Andy said, how is everyone? Becky says, I only been in Manchester once. Only been in Manchester once. I drove there in the middle of the night from Brinnington to see a lad. Oh, you're not cheating on me, are you? Yeah, Manchester's all right. I stopped there just before I come here. And I'll tell you an interesting story as well. I wanted to stop somewhere with a bit of history. So I stopped in the Britannia Hotel on Portland Street, which is just opposite the bus station. It's right in the city centre of Manchester. And inside it's absolutely beautiful. So I stopped there for the night. The restaurant went open and I filmed inside. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, the fire alarm went off. 6 in the morning. But I managed to get it on film. And everyone was outside it and it was throwing it down. And everyone was in the pyjamas. Apparently there was a fire in one of the Britannia hotels. Let's see what the comments say. Paul said, do you think the kebab was a bit pricey? Oh, that £15 kebab near South Shore. Yes, it was pricey, But let's just say it is worth an experience going there, because the kebab is homemade. They don't buy it from factories like most kebab shops do. The sauces, they have 3 little sauces where they have garlic, they have mint, and they have yogurt sauce, sorry, chili sauce, and they ask you, how many spoons would you like? So I would recommend 3 of each. I like a bit of spoons. Let's see what else of the comments. Britain, shithole rooms. I'm talking about Britannia. I know where you work, Stevie. I hope you do, because you work with me as well, don't you, pal? That's Greg, that, by the way. The stocky bloke. He's another YouTuber. Check him out. And you'll see me getting my clothes off in one of his videos. Evening, Alex. You okay, pal? Yeah, Britannia hotels are terrible. What they do, they buy the old-fashioned 1920s, 1930s hotel, and the rooms are really cheap, and they just let them to rot. But they still got some beauty inside. And let's check more comments out. You look healthier than the last 100 years. Is that to me or to someone else? Where are you today? You don't give much away, do you, pal? Well, you've seen me naked, Keto Greg. Where I'm actually at Cleveland's. And as you see, I'm in the games room. And I'm terrible at pool, but let's have another shot of something. I'll do it down here so you can see me. Yeah. I need to drop the cue then. Yeah, where I am, I'm in Cleveland. So this company called Coastal Collection contacted me, wanting me to stop in their £1 million houses in Cleveland. So I thought, why not? I'm going to stop a week in every single one of them. And this is the last property before I go back home tomorrow, to be honest with you. I say it's 4 stories high. Massive it is. It's around about £300 a night to stop here, to be honest. And they have 3. Now they have the £1 million one, which is right the coast of Cleveland. And I stopped in there, but I prefer this one. This is more like a man cave. Let's read some of the comments. Better than I did. If only you want a girl in there. I wouldn't mind a local hottie, to be honest with you. But I'll be honest, it's been that long. I forgot what to do. I suppose I can figure it out. I'm still in the mood of having a break, Julie says. Ashley says, do ladies of the night work out of... Well, I've seen them plenty around Blackpool. Plenty. Becky says, do you like Marple? I'm thinking of moving there. It's a lovely place, Marple. Absolute lush. It is quite expensive. You've got a lot of money, and it's probably the only part in Manchester where you can walk around and people still say hello to you. Right, Q, Alex. Yeah. Well, I'm no good at pool. Paul says you have to come. You've come a long way from Uberman UK. Great to see you. Yeah, Uberman UK, and that's what started the journey of YouTube. When I wanted to be a taxi driver, I gave up the buses for 6 months because I wanted to concentrate on my children, which I better not say too much about that, I'll get in trouble. And so I wanted to try being a taxi driver, and I started filming the process from A to B of getting a license, picking people up. But I didn't make any money, but it was good for kids, picking my little girls up from school and nursery. But I'm afraid that's all changed now. That's a different topic. Where am I up to? Paul says, see what that girl did in the Star in Blackpool look like. Did you have a beer goggles on? P.S. Steve, what did that girl in the Star in Blackpool look like? Did you have the beer goggles on? Oh, not the Star. It was the Sun in. Well, after you've had a few of the golden nectar, I'm not drinking. I had a drink before. After you have a few of the golden nectar, some of these ladies from Blackpool look absolutely gorgeous, and she had a mate as well. And you know what I'm like about speaking to people. I cannot just sit there in pure quietness and drink my pint. I have to try and engage in conversation with people because that's the person I am. I can't help myself. And they did invite me back to their apartment, and I must admit I bottled it. I really bottled it because I can't even handle one, never mind two. I wouldn't know what to do. I suppose it would help me out and it would all come back to me. And Michael O'Donnell said, Steve's going to the club. See you soon. Are you going to the club? You're going to the Conservative club? I better not mention that. A lot of people might say some negative things about the Conservatives at the moment. And he says, where's everyone from, people? So he's asking all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen and hotties where you're from. So if you want to reply to him, be my guest. We have Julie from Manchester. We have Stevie from Manchester. Oh, and Julie's going to have a tea soon. Stocky Bloke is from Stockport, obviously, because he's a YouTuber around Stockport. We had a few drinks around Stockport, didn't we? Keto Greg. Well, you don't go Keto Greg, Stocky Bloke, and I've not released that yet. It's all ready to go, but I've done that many videos and I've not released it yet. But it is on my members section. Andy's from Halifax. I'm in the World Cup now. Is that in the World Cup in Qatar? Is it Qatar? Qatar? What? Is it Qatar? Or are you just watching football? Let me know, pal. Where am I up to? Halifax. Alex said, I'm going to Manchester. I'm going to Christmas markets on Monday. Might see you in a blog. What am I doing Monday? I think I'm off Monday. I think I am. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I went to Christmas markets with a friend, a friend of mine, and we had a beer and a bratwurst. And I like a bratwurst, I like a sausage. And guess how much it was? Come on, give us some figures, folks. A pint of lager and a bratwurst sausages in Manchester. Have a guess on the Christmas markets. Have we got any guesses? And I'll tell you if anyone's close. I'll read some of the comments. Andy says, still friends with the guy who went to Five Guys with you. Oh, yes, Gary. Yeah, I'm still friends with him. He only lives next door to me. He's a great mate of mine, to be honest with you. I moved in that flat where I am now, and in one of the darkest parts of my life, like what everyone goes through, stuff like that, and he was there for me. He helped me through it. He listened to, let's just say, with the breakup of my marriage and my children issues, and he took me to the pub, and we're still going to the pub now. So he's a good friend of mine, really good friend, Gary. Someone said 12 quid for let's have a look. 7 quid, Julie. Nowhere near. Alex, 15, nowhere near. Paul says 17, still nowhere near. It needs to go up price wise. Tony said 14. Stevie said 18. Adam, well done, 20 quid. 20 quid for one beer and a sausage. What a rip-off. Stocky Bloke says, I'm off Monday if you fancy a chat. I might come round to your house, pal. I'll keep my clothes on this time. Stocky Bloke. 18. Close, 12 quid. 25 quid. 22 quid. £20 for a pint of real ale and a bratwurst sausage. Steve said, do you keep the glass or get your money back? It was plastic. Because it's outdoor, everything's plastic. Any events now, and it doesn't taste the same, to be honest with you. Like drinking this full fat Coke now. Now this is perfect for me. But when you go to a pub or let's say a restaurant, they ask for a Coke and they do it in that, it doesn't taste the same. Let's have a look. Adam says, man, I was bang on. I earned 10 points, yeah. I'll give you 10 points. Mark says, Miami, wow. Someone, wonder what time it is over there in Miami. Oh yeah, a pint it was 20 quid, Julie said. How much was a beer? How much was it now? It was about 12 quid a pint. Complete rip-off. Especially when you go to Blackpool and you go to places like the Sunny and you pay £2.50. I like Manchester. So Alex says, I like Manchester, much nicer than Liverpool. I've got to go to Liverpool. Manchester's all right, I'll be honest with you. But the only thing, when I went, before I came to Cleveland's, I stopped at the Britannia, went up Oxford Road, by the way, looking for hotties, all these young students. I had a few beers of them, which I filmed it on, and that will be released soon. But what I don't like about Manchester is you see so many homeless people, absolutely full of them, especially when it's throwing it down. And some of these are kids, I would say between 16 and 20, and they are still kids. When you were that age, come on, you were still a kid. And they're sleeping, freezing. Yes, I accept they've got alcoholic and drug, but then you got the Britannia and these cheap hotels full of, let's just say, so don't get in trouble, people what come off the boat. And I think it's so wrong. They've got it the wrong way around. Except helping people from other countries, I accept that. But come on, Britain, wake up and start helping our local people, our people who pay taxes, who live and work here. I accept that a lot of homeless, they've brought it on themselves. But we've all been there. We've all had dark times in our lives. And sometimes all it takes is to take these lovely people, which they are, they're still people that got heartbeats and brain, out of society and teach them again, teach them about life, educate them, give them a career, give them a chance in life. Let's carry on with the comments. How much was a beer? It says 12 quid and £7 for bratwurst on its own. That's what Julie said. Well done. You do maths. I'm hopeless at maths. Andy says, hi Steve, love your videos, from Anthony and is it Farah? I can't say that, I'm dyslexic, but I'm glad you like him. I really do. And I must admit, I do enjoy doing them, be honest with you. And it's quite fun when you're walking around, especially in Manchester or places like Blackpool with a GoPro camera and talking to yourself and everyone's looking at you. But the trick is you've got to try and get people on the video, and you've got to do it a bit secret. I've been doing it for quite some time now. So you never hold a camera straight to someone you're talking to. You hold it down. And with a GoPro camera, you can put it on what's called secret mode, private mode, where there's no flashing lights and it's still recording. So I'm glad you like my videos. I say I've done loads at the moment. I think I'm up to 12 here, and I think I've got another 8 to go. I don't release them all at once. I always put them on my members. So if you do want to join my, and he said my UK, my random and desperate members, you can see all these videos not released. What have I done since I've been here? Well, the best part, which you'll probably like, a company contacted me, and it's a ladies' football match. And as soon as I heard the word ladies, I had to, let's just say, come along with my camera. It was a lovely lady called Natalie, and what she does is she helps young girls, young women, they all meet up at a football pitch in Cleveland's, and they'll have a game together. Now, why they meet up? Because of the mental health. These ladies have a lot of problems with social as life, and sometimes they want to meet new friends. So I decided I would come along, and I've been invited, and I filmed some of that, and you'll be able to see that soon when it comes out. I really enjoyed that, because I like that kind of thing, you see. Ladies kicking balls around. Yeah, I like that kind of thing. Now, before I go, is there any more questions you would like to ask me? See, I'm here. I'm in the games room, all on my own, drinking full fat Coke, munching on mini M&Ms. M&Ms, mini X. So is there any other questions before I depart and carry on losing at this game of pool? I'm only playing myself. So I'll have one more shot. One more shot. Forget it. Forget it. All right, people, I am going to go, and I thank everyone for watching. I also like to thank for your supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me that people enjoy my content. Yes, it's all random, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but it's good fun. It really is. It started as a hobby, and I love it, and it's all thanks to you lot who enjoy watching my content. I must get around about 30,000 views a month now, and my subscriber count is going up, and it's all thanks to you. Now, if you keep liking it, I'll keep producing it. Does that sound like a deal? So I'm going to say farewell, and let's have a look. Welcome to see. Wow, I missed all these comments. Wow, sorry, I've just missed loads of comments here. So I'm just going to catch up when I'm here. So I've missed loads. Let's have a look. How do you become a member? Well, if you just go, Alex said, how do you become a member? Well, if you just go on my main page, my Random and Desperate page, there's a joining button. That's only from the UK. I think it's only for the UK. There's a joining button, and you just click it on. And you can, let's just say, the good thing about, I have 3 stages. It's one where you buy me a coffee, which is 99p a month. And then it's $2.99 if you want to see all the unreleased videos before it goes public. And there's also, it's called a super fan. Now, a super fan is when, let's just say, you can speak to me direct. I even put you on my Facebook. Eventually, it's always a month after, because that's the rules. After a month, I contact you and give you my personal details, even my personal phone, where you can ring me, text me. And also, I also buy you a little present for Christmas. If you've been here for a month, you will get a little, let's say, a present from me. So, and I do have a few super fans, I must admit, who contact me regularly, texting me once or twice a day, which if you're a super fan, I'm going to answer you. Plus, you see all my other content. Also, I have what's called business page, where the business wants to sponsor me, and so on. Let's see where we're up to. Let's see where we're up to. There's so many comments I've missed here. How do we become member? The landlord at St. Luke's was a lovely. Luke's was a lovely lady. She was great. Oh, she was, wasn't she? She was so. She was lovely, and she was so genuine. And she must see it's so many, let's say, clients a day. Sounds like brothel, that. Guests a day. But she's so lovely. She makes you feel like you want to give her a cuddle. She's that nice. Let's have a look. Paul, I'm sure Claire is. Mouse Charger says, Paul, I'm sure I've seen Claire. I think she was on Free in a Bed. I'm pretty sure of it. Alex says, Steve says, Alex, close the live chat and you should want. It says, Adam says, are you a wrestling fan? Oh, yes. I've always liked wrestling. I like watching the big matches. And I'm going to a wrestling match next year with a friend of mine from work to see WWE. I remember it's WWF, but they changed it because of there's another one, WWF for Charities for Animals, so they got mixed up. Tony said, missed. Mousetrap said, I love the randomness. Well, it's all. I don't know how I come up with these videos. I just think of something Sometimes they're crap and they're rubbish, but sometimes they're I go out there, I go to, let's say, Cleveland, and just find something to do. Ashley said, I'm bisexual. Good on you. Good on you. Paul said, keep up the work. Good night. Yes. My favourite are hotel reviews and pub crawls, but not when you're in the bath. What can I say? What can I say? Becky says, thanks for live. Yeah, I haven't done one for years, so I'll do one every so often. And he says, charity place, great place for help. Dying to go to the cat cafe in Blackpool. Yeah, that's just opposite North Shore. I've seen that. And he said, thanks. I'm random as well. Excellent. I like more random. Steve says, nothing wrong in that. Mousetrap. Is it WrestleMania? I'm so sure. No, it's not. It's not it's not like one of the big events. It's just like Raw or SmackDown. Every so often they go all over the world to film like episodes, and one comes to Manchester. And I'm going with a friend. Not that kind of friend either. He's a wrestling fan as well. And I think it costs 70 quid each. And we're near to the front actually. And that'll be random question. What have you had for tea? What have I had for tea? Well, as a healthy gentleman, as a healthy man, I always try and look after myself. So I had 2 puddings with gravy, loads of salt and vinegar, and unhealthy Coke, full fat Coke. Hope that answers your question. Anthony said, I'm surrounded by hotties in my house. Her name is Francis. You lucky devil, man. I said, why don't they come in and have a game of pool? And I said, oh, fair enough, enjoy. You've earned my subscription. Thanks very much, Adam. And I believe, Alex has become a super fan. Thank you very much, Alex. I appreciate that. And I will send you my personal details to get in touch after your second monthly subscription. Mousetrap said, Holland steak and kidney pie. It always is when you go to Chippers, isn't it? Years ago, I used to go to the fish and chip shops and used to make the homemade pies. What your grandma used to make. They don't do that. It's easy. That little van come round once a day and it's pre-cut. Put it straight in the heat, the warmer. And there you go. You've got your pie. What else have I missed? What I try and do, I try and answer everyone's comments, because there's some YouTubers what don't, to be honest with you. And I go to bed naked. And then I wake up and I usually have about 6 messages to wake me up in the morning, and I do my best to answer them. Mousetrap said, I don't like fish, so I always have a Hollands pie. My mum used to make rag pudding. That's steak pie, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Is it rag? Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. Let me know, Mousy. Let me know. Well, this is my second live event I've done. And with this, I must admit, it looks like I've got a super fan. Thank you very much. Is it Alex who's become a super fan? Yeah, Alex. Thanks very much, Alex. I say it's your support, especially my members, that I can fund this, because do you want to know how much money you make off YouTube? Does anyone want to know? Let me know. Anyone? I'm gonna drink this. Let's see if anyone wants to know. Nafo, 1p of you. Well, I'll be honest, I make round about £150 a month. That's what I make off YouTube. Enough to buy 15 kebab. So I make about £150 a month, because it is growing quite steadily now. But I have to fund I have to really top it up, because you got a camera what's nearly 600 quid. You got the editing equipment what's cost a fortune, and then your places you go. Because when I go for a weekend away somewhere, you know how expensive they are. A room, a decent hotel costs you £150. Then you go for beer, and then you find places to go. So usually my budget for a month on YouTube is about £300, £300 to £400 what I try and spend going away. Let's have a look. £7. That's £7.50. Alex, you're still going on about that bratwurst. Do you like sausages as well? I do. And thanks for becoming a super fan. I appreciate that. 1p a view. It's usually every 1,000 views, you get about £4.50. It all depends on the adverts. Brilliant live stream. How long are you in Blackpool for? And you should do more. Well, I'm planning to do. So I'm going home tomorrow, so I've done loads of Cleveland, loads. And I stopped, and then I went into a retro 90s cafe, and I've had dinner, breakfast and tea there. And there's some nice girls on there. I've got it all on camera, you can watch that. Some nice ladies on there, which I give my charming self to. Brilliant lights, yeah. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate your nice comments. How easy when you drive for Uber? How easy when you did Uber driving? Honestly, as soon as I started Ubering, my first day, I sat in my car and cried because I realised I made an awful mistake by changing my career from a bus driver to a taxi driver. But I had to do it. I did it for 6 months and I hated it. And when it used to ping, it used to say Manchester. I didn't have a clue where Manchester was half the time. I was only about 10 years ago. No, it was about 6 years ago getting numbers right. And it scared the hell out of me going to Manchester because I didn't know these places. Because as a bus driver, it might sound weird, but a bus goes from A to B, back and forth. And I never really touched Manchester where I worked. So I just did round the granny routes, round Ashton and places like that, where the coffin dodgers live. What else? Can't beat a sausage, Alex. Yes. Bigger the better. Well, you go to Manchester and there's certainly plenty of big sausages to devour. If you need a moderator, me and Mousy will. You need a mod, me and Mousy will. Well, I'll be honest, I've heard about these moderators. I will put you as a moderator if you can figure out how to do it. If you let me know, and we'll sort something, pal. Appreciate. Love Cleveland. The shops are good. Yeah, Cleveland is great. It's like Grab and Granny, full of fish and chip shops. It's good fun, actually. I did enjoy it, actually. And I saw it today, because there's that many old people, there was a lady there who collapsed, who's fallen. She had blankets over her, and everyone was around her trying to help. She needed an ambulance. First, the coppers come, one cop car. Then a second cop car come, 2 cop cars. We need an ambulance. And then third was a cop car van, a police van. And you think, where the hell is the ambulance? We don't need 3 cop cars. We need an ambulance. And it was quite upsetting to see it's always someone's mum. It really is. It is quite upsetting to see. Right, where am I up to? Yeah, Andy and Mousetrap, let me know about the moderators and we'll sort something. Alex says, who is a member, thank you very much. I got a private pilot license if you fancy a flight over Blackpool and above. Now that sounds an idea. I said, as you're a super member, in a month's time, you will get my personal and private number and my Facebook profile my personal Facebook profile. But That sounds like a pun. That sounds like a video. Random approves. Paul said, next time you're in Blackpool, try the carvery, the Squire carvery. That's I know where that's near the round. Is that near the roundabout? I like a good roast. It's amazing how you can twist certain words. Yeah, I will. I will try that. I'll put that on my list. David said, "Hi Steve, greetings from Glasgow." It's amazing how many people know my name. People, well, you're watching me on YouTube. Mousetrap said, "You must have one to be the. You must be one of the first on YouTube to blog about an Uber driver. So good on you." Yeah, I did. It was one of the first one. That's where it took off, and that's what started the YouTube channel. To be honest with you, and that's what gave me the idea of this adventure. But it was a disaster in the end because everything fell apart for me and I had to restart. And I stopped doing YouTube for around about 5 years. I only just started it last year. So it was certainly an eye-opener, but I'm really thankful for being an Uber driver because it's introduced me to this, a new hobby. Mousetrap said, "Is the girl not the size, Alex?" Laugh out loud. Oh, okay. Steve said, "You'll have to click on their name and give it an option, I think." Right, okay. I will investigate that more, to be honest with you. It's not worked because I'm doing it from a tablet. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, I got you. Right. So that's one, and who else? It was Alex. One, Alex. Do you want to? Was it you who wanted to be a moderator as well? Let me know, pal. Let me know. I've done Mousetrap. I call it Mousetrap. When we up to the comments, I think you need to click on their names. Yeah, I've done that. I've just figured that out, Steve. Thanks, pal. Appreciate that. See, I don't really do YouTube live. Ask Andy, who's a moderator for. I've only seen PT vlogs and Blackpool sites. Yeah, they're all right, but most people who do Blackpool stuff, they're not personal. And I think, and I am. What's the Christmas stores like on the prom? In Cleveland, yeah, I drove past them on the way here, but I tried to bypass Blackpool, I've just come straight here, and I've just concentrated on here. But I did see them. I did catch them on camera as well. But I do need to check them out. Click on the name. Yeah, I've had it. Mouse it. I'm going to call you Mousetrap. I hope I have added you now, pal. Steve said, hey, Steve, are you going to visit the Winter Wonderland and the promenade and see the sky fly? I did see it on the way here, to be honest with you, Anthony, and it looked quite impressive. Can't say the word. Steve said, I've got the Facebook profile, but not your number. All sorts of them, don't we? Oh, you're Steve from work. Yeah, when at Pennine, yeah. You must have my number. Mousetrap said you need to do it at 9 o'clock live. David said they should open Blackpool Airport for flights to the Isle of Man like they did before. They should, and I need to do a video about that, to be honest. I want to go to Isle of Man. I really do want to go to Isle of Man. Becky says, when I get a call at work, sometimes there's a couple of ambulance crew per town. All right, so you work at the NHS, do you? Right, Becky. Paul said, I wonder if Crispy isn't here. He's moderating everything. And he said, we will. Pleased to support your channel. Thanks, pal. Preach that. Mousetrap said, I'm going to call you Mousetrap. I'm in my late 40s, and because of your videos, I went to Blackpool on my own 2 months ago and went the pleasure beach instead. Well, good for you, pal. Good for you, Mousetrap. Just because you're a single bloke doesn't mean your life is finished, to be honest with you. That's what most guys do. They'll go in the pub, get drunk, go home, get a takeaway, and do nothing. Live your life. You might be 40. I'm not 40, I'm only 20. But you've got to live your life because you don't know when your time's up. So good on you, Mousetrap. Steve said, I'll be a mod too. Right. I am trained to mod. I did it the other time. Mousetrap. Becky said, Mousetrap, good for you. Andy said, how did you like Blackpool? Well, Blackpool's beautiful. I must admit, it is certain parts of it is beautiful and wonderful, great memories. But the back streets of Blackpool is an eye-opener to everyone. And shame on the council, to be honest with you, for getting it that way. And concentrating on the prom and forgetting about the Blackpool people. It shocks me every single time. Concentrate on the tourists, forget about the Blackpool people. And the people on the streets, get them off the streets. Come on. With Britain, multi-billion pound country with millionaires. Mousetrap said, oh, you're a moderator now. That's my next. It's now Mousetrap. I like it's a good name, Mousetrap. David said, talking about the stores on Blackpool, I've seen on YouTube a pint of German lager is £6 in plastic. £6 not bad. Said I paid nearly £12 in Manchester for a pint at Christmas market. That's it. Right, I'm trying to do another moderator. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. It worked before. So, see, I'm on a tablet. Right, where am I up to? David says, what's that fancy hotel in Cleveland? Just across the Poundland, looks very nice. Yeah, I did see it and I meant to go in it. It is quite an old-fashioned hotel, to be honest with you. And you can go in for a beer. It does look fancy. I think it looked like an old cinema, to be honest with you, David. Mousetrap says, Andy, you should hopefully get your spanner. And thank you again. I'm trying to, I will put your spanner on. And hey Steve, have you heard of the What on the Wild site? He's a famous Blackpool YouTuber. You should join him on one of your videos. Well, I did email him and I said, do you fancy doing a video together? And he said to me, quote, how many subs have you got? So I told him how many. I never got an answer, so I gather I was off. Never mind. Female, if we can just say, hopefully. Where are you from, Mouse? I think he said, didn't he? Right, Alex, I've added you. And Steve, just say a comment, I'll have you, pal. My girlfriend took me to Blackpool for 40th 2 months ago, and we stayed in the Albert Luxury Apartment on Albert Street. Very nice. Ooh. I hope we got treated at night time. David says, Steve, will you be doing any more Blackpool Backstreets video? Such a shame. Yeah, my next video will be coming out in a few days, and that's the Backstreets, the South End. So you can look forward to that. Mousetrap said, keep an eye out who give spanners to. Always check. Right, I will do that, pal. I will do that. Good idea, Stevie. But So I've got three now, and I know, and one's a super fan. A Mousetrap, I know, and Stevie used to work for me, so that's fine. Andy said, yes, walk on the wild side, Tim and Starbucks moderator. Right, okay. But got you, Andy. So yes, I walk with me, Tim. Oh yeah, I've seen him. Paul said, are you going for a pint tonight, Steve? I'm going to the Old Monkey for a few. Paul, where's the Old Monkey? Let me know, pal. The Old Monkey, I've not seen that in Cleveland. I've been around quite a few. Let me know, Paul. David said, I met the guy walking from the Wild Side, like Summit in Blackpool. He wasn't very friendly, didn't say much. Well, some people do YouTube for cash, and he makes a living for him, so good luck to him. Good luck to him. He wasn't very nice to me, and I'll never ask him again. And anything regarding YouTube, you've got to think of the subscribers. It's not about money. It's about the experience of YouTube, you guys, and doing what you like best. Let's have a look where we're up to. Right, Andy says, Anthony Goodwin says, your videos are brilliant, Steve. We always watch them, keep them up. Honestly, when I hear stuff like that, it really is nice to say, nice to hear, really is. David said, Weatherspoons in Cleveland is good, but not as good as the coaster in Blackpool. Get you. All right, Paul. Old Monkey on Portland Street. Well, I'm in Cleveland, pal. It's a long way. So what? It's a long way. I was there. I did have a drink down Oxford Road, but if you go to the Grand Central just on Oxford Road. It's dead cheap. It's £3 a pint. Is there Weathers in Cleveland? Then don't mention that word, Mousetrap. That hurts me. I hate Weatherspoons. It's a multi-million-pound corporation. And the pubs are rubbish. There's no characteristic. The staff, let's just say, when a staffman works for these multi-million-pound corporations, there's no vibe. I like going in a place and feeling it. So Weatherspoons, Andy. Hey Steve and the gang, Christy says. Andy says, thanks Mousetrap. Mousetrap, I'm going to call you that now. Your last Blackpool video with, is it Claire, made me giggle when you looked in this spare box and tampon. Did I? Your last video with Claire, is that Claire? Made me giggle when you looked in the spare. Oh, Claire, I get you, Claire. It's coming to me now. When we went to St. Luke's and we looked in the spare box for tampons, but she didn't have any condoms. She had everything else but condoms. Just say you got lucky and you needed a bin bag. Where are they? I bet she's got some. Now she did tell me if there's any stuff it's not in there. I've got some, let's just say, private stuff. So like razor blades if you needed a shave or anything like that. And she even says she has condoms if you ask her. But that'd be embarrassing. Going downstairs and she's there in her pajamas and says, excuse me, Claire, have you got any? Yeah? Have you got any? Have you got any bin bags? What bin bags? Why do I need bin bags? Remember when you went into pubs and you needed some Johnnies? You used to go in there. At first you pretend you walked in and thought, I need a wee here. And you walked in, trying to have a little wee. And there's somebody there doing the same thing you are, which obviously having a wee. And then you wait for them to finish, but they're taking forever. And then they go out. And then someone else comes in and you're there just holding your willy, pretending to have a wait, and then there's no one in the cubicle. Then you go to the Commodore machine and you start putting it £2 then. You put your first quid in, turn the knob, and then you put the second one in and it gets stuck. Get stuck and you can't get the condom on. There's a nice girl, nice hottie waiting for you, and then a bunch of lads come in and they'll go, hey, and you got really embarrassed. Great story. I fell for it loads of times. Let's see where we're up to. Steve, have you been to the Regent Cinema? I have. I've done a video about there. It's got 3 floors and a cafe. Definitely, I've done a video about there, David. And he said, will you have me and Christy? Have me what? Paul says, Christy, you must never sleep. Ah, it's Cheryl, my good lady in America. Nice to see you. Nice to honestly, that's cheer me up that you're on my live stream. Beautiful lady from America. She's an Uber driver. Dodgy Trick say, hey Steve, just want to say hello from Yorkshire. Hope all well. Love it that you put out so much content. Never had too long to wait before the next one. Appreciate that, Dodgy. I was going to call you Dodgy. Appreciate that. I think the next one's coming out tomorrow. So Andy and Mousetrap, if you want to add other people as moderators, that's fine. Just tell me, because I don't know how this works. David said, love your St. Luke's video. Would you be going back there? Well, never try to do the same one twice, it gets boring. 18 watching hits like, Christy says. 18 watching hits. Right, I get you. Right, how many people are watching. I am dyslexic. You'll be able to see that in my videos. I get things wrong and mixed up. Steve, hit the like button and drop the sub. Hit the like button and drop the sub. What do you mean? Hit the like button. Let me know what you mean, Steve. 16 likes and 18 watching. Cooking on gas. I'm just glad. I was surprised that I got 10, to be honest with you. That's what I estimated. Cheryl says, thank you, my beautiful lady from the other side of the pond. Mousetrap said, hello and welcome. That's my moderator now. Paul says, Steve, Mousetrap is a lady. I think you missed it. Well, apologise, Mousetrap, if you're a lady, which it doesn't tell me if you're male or female. Don't bother me that. Thank you for clearing that, Paul. I appreciate that. And I can easily get it mixed up. Chris, can you add stuff like... All right, okay. I get you, Stevie. Will you be going to St. Anne's and live him? It's a bit posh. Well, I am. That is one of my next inventions. I've got 2 planned. When I've done this one, I'm going to have a break for a month. And because there's so much content going out, so I'm just going to let it run. And then I'm going to Southport. And then I'm going to Lytham St. Anne's for quite a few days. And I'll do a bit of filming then. Please watch Random's last video. Cheers, Mousy. Paul says, thanks. Steve, are you watching the World Cup? Well, I'm not really a football fan, to be honest with you. Tomorrow I will be watching it tomorrow because one of my friends is a football fan. So I'm going there to the Peg in Denton. I'm going home tomorrow and he said, come for a pint, any excuse for a pint. So, yeah, I'm watching it, I suppose. But they should make it more interesting. I think they should have, I'm going to get in trouble with Mousetrap here, is I wouldn't mind watching football if it was ladies with no bras and running around. It would make it more interesting. Get on with Starfire, Stevie. What's that mean, Christy? What's that mean? Oh, the staff. Yeah, the staff fly in Blackpool. Well, I'm going home tomorrow. I booked me. I'm not catching the train today. I did it. I did. I used National Express because I wanted to blog it. So I decided to book National Express for £4 to Blackpool, and I blogged that, and you'll see that quite soon. Right. Mousy said, I took my mum on a coach trip to St Anne. She loved it. Loved Southport too. I like Southport. It's quite. I think I went as a kid to. Excuse me. I went as a kid to Southport. St Anne's. I used to take one of my special girlfriends called Lisa, and she was really special. And she's one of them girls what you shouldn't have let go, but I was too young and too naive and too stupid. But things happen. That's life, isn't it? Andy said, will you moderate? Yes, we'll moderate for you. Very experienced. Oh yeah, beer day tomorrow. It's a beer day tomorrow. Right. So Andy, am I adding you as a moderator? Have I got that right? Excuse me. Les Dawson's statue at St Anne's, worth checking out. I saw that when I went there with a friend of mine. South Pit, I must go. And there's lots of I hate saying that word. There is lots of Britannia hotels there. I might do one or two. Steve, are you going to Blackpool Panto? Well, I went last year. This year, sorry, with one of my children, and we did see the Panto at North Pier. Enjoyed that. I think it was Cinderella. It was all right. It was all right, to be honest with you. Right, got your mouse. So right, let me just. Right, okay. Right, lime chopped. I'm just trying to sort this out, folks. Sorry for the little pause. Just trying to add one more as a moderator. That's not having it. What am I doing? Aha. Right, okay, done. Right, see where we're up to. Where are we up to? Yes, please. Mouse says, be brilliant. Do the Cliffs Hotel. That is on my list. Love to watch the review. That is one of mine. David said, what is your favourite pier? But I'll be honest, it's Central Pier, to be honest with you. It's right in the centre, obviously, and I've got a few nice memories of, people I've took in the past, and yeah, let's say no more. That's why I like it for personal reasons. That's why I like it. They say there's an arcade there, and you walk on the pond, there's sell fish and chips and stuff. Great memories there. But I will do the Cliffs, Mousy. I love North Pier. Blackpool, so much history. Yeah, you are right, Christy, yeah. It does. You can still feel it. And they need to spend more money on it, to be honest with you. They always put arcades at the front, so I suppose they've got to make money somehow. There used to be, I think there was 2 theatres, if I remember rightly, at North Pier, if I look at my history. Love Central Pier. Great memories taking kids up there. Good on you, David. Paul said the Blooming Bar was nice at North Pier. Yeah, it's expensive. I went there when lockdown just finished. It was like £5 a pint. God knows what it is now. It's only open certain times. Do you ever walk along piers and reflect good times you had? I always do. Always. Wherever I go, I have lovely memories, and you've got to cherish them. Cherish them memories. You really do. You do have to cherish them memories, because you'll go somewhere and think, even the bad ones, can we learn from bad experiences? Well, I do. Let's see where we're up to. David said, no, Peter is great. Used to be the laughing donkey. Yeah, I remember that. But it's now a gym bar. No more kids. Entertain. Yeah, you're right. I know where the gym bar is. Just outside of Central Pier. Yeah, it's they outspoiled it. I like the donkeys. I like to go on the donkey, to be honest with you. I met a few donkeys in my time. Bobby Bell statue, Kev says. Where's that, Kev? Hi, Kev. Nice you join us. And he's another one of my members. Hi, Kev. I hope you're well, pal. And if I remember rightly, you and I are going to do a video next year in February, if I remember rightly. Mousy says, yeah, I know where you're coming from, and that's why it takes a good person and strong person to go back. Yeah, you are right. I said I love coming to Blackpool, remembering my children and what my children used to get up to, and it's upsetting sometimes because of this some situation what blokes getting. I'm saying no more because I get myself in trouble about that one. Mousy. I have great memories of Uncle Tom's cabin. Yeah, near the Doric. That's near the Doric. I've been in there a few times. It's all right, actually. Nat Wood. Hi, Nat. You okay? It's another one of my members. And I appreciate you, Nat, for being a member. She's put, hi, please, can you do a bath review in your next video? Are you staying at? Well, I am in, let's just say, a property in Cleveland, these multi-million-pound properties. And I will do, and each one has a jacuzzi. And one of the jacuzzis, I went a bit naughty. Don't tell anybody. I took my trunks off before I got in. And remember, people live around it. Well, you got to be naughty. And even, don't tell the owner, I did pee in the sauna as well. Yeah, they have saunas and jacuzzis in these properties. Beautiful. And I've done tours. One of my videos, they have the tours. Great. But thanks, Nat, for your support. I appreciate it. Really do. For being a member. I say every member I get helps me make more of these videos. Mouse. A lot of chat about Blackpool. Yeah, Mouse says a lot of chat about Blackpool. I think in here, spot on. Spot on. Steve, what's your favourite ride in the Pleasure Beach? What was it called now? The Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark. It's not there no more. It's still there, but you can't go on the ride. It used to terrify me as a kid. Noah's Ark. Anyone remember going on the Noah's Ark? It's still there. It's actually a listed property or ride, and I'd love to go in it again. But it terrified me. Right, where are we up to? Mouse said no. Yeah, but Nat likes me seeing it. She likes me in the bath. Kev said gardens in Living, mate. Yes, and hopefully I'll meet you next year, Kev. And thanks for being a member as well, pal. David says, Steve, what is the worst pub in Blackpool? I went to a pub with Beatles stuff outside. What a dump. Near Sea Bank Hotel. Where's that? It'll come to me. I've got the worst one. You're going to shout at me here. Weatherspoons. I hate them. I hate Weatherspoons with a passion. So any Weatherspoons, they're too modern. All these little pop-up bars, I don't like them either. I like the old-fashioned where you walk in and you can smell you smell the paintwork and you can smell the, rambling here, you can smell the old wallpaper and the seats. Character, which they don't have no more. Where am I up to? Hi, fella. Mod Squad is great. is a great support, great channel and friendly community. I'll have a look at that. Worst pub, I've done that one. David said, yes, Steve, your bath reviews are great. Glad you like them. Do you know one video? It was I went to the St. Luke's, and you actually see my penis. I had to edit that bit out. Nicest bloke on YouTube. Thank you. Now, it means a lot when people say nice comments. I appreciate it. Paul, I walk past, want to go look for the bikers. I'm up to it's Stars War Mouse. Oh, Stars War and Mouse Bar. Oh yeah, the mouse was Mousetrap or something in, yeah. Looking for. Oh, hi Chris, you're right, pal. Looking well, random and desperate. You're all right, Christopher. Nice to see you on here, pal. Good times. So, Albert Apartments, hot tub outside. Is there? But each one, honestly, I'm stopping at 3 in Clevis, and they've all got jacuzzis, and they always go in there naked. I thought I'd just tell you that. There is, where are we up to? The Freeman pub next to the Regent Cinema is a great pub, and cheap. I like cheap. Any hotties? Quick poll: McDonald's or Burger King? Has to be Burger King. There's not many of them around. I think there used to be 2 in Blackpool. I think there's only 1 left. I like a double whopper, and them cheesy chili bites. Where is the Burger King? There's only 1 left. Yeah, it's in the precinct. Wimpy's. I remember Wimpy's. A bit too young for Wimpy's. I'm only 20. Right, folks. Where are you, Mr. Random and Mr. Desperate? Well, I'm in Cleveland, and I'm stopping in 3 properties from a company what got in touch with called Coastal Collection, multi-million-pound properties, and they go for free, about 300 to 600 a night. And I'm stopping in each one of their properties. We have jacuzzis, 4 floors, and a little games room. I'll have to have a pot. I'll have to have a quick pot. Pot, I said. He's dying for a pint. Shall we let him go? Looks like Mouse is in charge. Steve, what's your favourite fish and chip shop in Blackpool? Now, this might sound weird, but Coral Island, just part of Coral Island where McDonald's is, where the taxis are, there's a fish and chip shop there. And I'm pretty sure it's part of Coral Island, but it's really nice. That is my favourite. That's brilliant, but hopefully there's no ghosts. With the female, I don't mind that kind of thing. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, thanks to my moderators. I appreciate that. Now, I will do more live events. Now, how often should I do them? Once. I'm not going to do them every week. Once a month, should we say? Red Lion is a dungeon. It's good. Papa is the best fish and chip shop. Yeah, but is that a multi-million-pound corporation? I don't really like them. Yeah, I'll try and do a live event at the end of each month. How about that? What do you think, guys? It's done well, actually. I'm quite surprised. One a month. Yeah. What Stevie wants me to do after I've had a few. The amount of shit what I would say on here, what wouldn't make any sense, but it'd be a good laugh for you lot, and I'll probably end up taking my clothes off like I always do. Sounds good, yeah. Once a month. We think you're brilliant, Stevie. More live stuff. Thanks, Auntie. Honestly, I appreciate these nice comments. I love. Steve said, would be random route through. Thank you. Live in the bath. Steve for lady, like Mousy. Yeah, but the problem is, when you're live, you might see the old crown jewels. You can't miss it. And I'll get in trouble. It would turn into some porn then, won't it? And I don't know anything about porn. No, nothing. Single man don't know anything about porn. Nothing at all. At all. Yeah, once a month. I'll do that. I will do that. So I've got some moderators now who keep an eye on things. David says, Steve, do you remember the puppet dance in Scotland in Bond Street? I don't, pal. I don't, sorry. David said, if you do another, we're talking about baths now, aren't we? If you do another bath video, hide your Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness Monster. It's a good saying for it. It's amazing, it does, when people talk about the crown jewels, the pea shooter, the crimson crowbar, or why don't they just say penis? Penis, yes. You need to let us know. As moderators, you need to let us know at the beginning of a live event who, so at the time, or maybe we should leave you. Yeah, I'll let you know, but I don't know how to get in contact you, pal. If you send me an email, which is random and desperate, but when you spell desperate, don't put the S in it, at gmail.com. I can tell you when it's going to be to give you accurate information then. Not a problem. Now, why I always, people say random and desperate, why do you miss the S off? Because I spelt it wrong. Spelt it wrong when I was setting it up, and I couldn't be asked to I couldn't be bothered to correct it. Wear trunks? No, in the bath. Okay, well, I could do. Chris says, get yourself another beer, pal, and go to bed. Go to bed? True, yeah. Wouldn't know what to do. We'll tie them out, and Steve can put them. Okay, no problem. Just let me know, but email me and I'll send you more information. Steve, did you do the Mars bar? Did you eat all the Mars bar in the bath in the hole? When I did the bath at St. Luke's? I did, yes. And I dropped 2 in the bath and forgot about them. Maybe you could do a live. You're still doing this bath stuff, aren't you? You're not missing anything. Chris says, night, bub. Past my bedtime, enjoy Cleveland, and we'll speak to you soon. No problem. I'm glad you enjoyed this event. It's a must. What's a must? You're not still going on about the bath, are you, Natalie? I'm going to have another quick pot. Hot, I said. Hot. How long have we been on there now? An hour and 20 minutes. Why are you keeping me company, I suppose? Keeping you company. Careful, ex-army watching you. You'll be the first time out on here. Joking. Yeah, because you're the boss, aren't you? Moderators monitor what comments are coming in, and anything inappropriate, they would get rid of it, say me doing it. Walk on the wild side would never do a bath video. Never do it. I used to watch him, but it got boring for me. I like watching YouTube when they're more personal, and they talk about themselves and they show you their life. It makes it more interesting than going around with a camera around the streets and pointing stuff out. You have to mix it up, but that's my channel. You could send We could send him post next year. We could do. Could do. Could do. Now, some moderator goes over their heads. I'm not like that as long as they keep it fun and real and talk. Okay. Walking the road side does a lot of curb call. He does, doesn't he? Wonder how much he spends on him. Okay. It's quite big. Walk on the wild side. It's got nearly 30,000 subscribers. I don't think I'll ever get near that. And he can make a living off it. I can't make a living off it. Never makes a profit, this channel. Never. Say I had to do my tax returns and I made about £3 loss. No, last year when I started it, it was £1.5 loss, and this year I'll probably make a £3 loss. But it's a hobby of mine, and that's why I do it. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to entertain and have fun when I'm doing it. Let's see where we're up to with the comments. Right, I am going to call it a day now, people. I wanted to thank everybody who joined me today, especially if you've lasted 1 hour 20 minutes. And also thanks to the moderators to making sure everything's in check and above board. Why am I doing that with a Q? Put it down there. Also, thanks to my members who I think we got a new member who signed up today. I think it was Alex. So thank you for being a super fan. I appreciate that. And also my other members. If you want to be a member, go to my main page, go on the join membership. But it really does support me, folks. It really does. It helps me carry on doing what I do now. Thanks to you guys. And also everyone, all the other subscribers who watch it, I say that helps me. But please tell your mates. Let's grow this channel together, you and I. Sounds like a plan. Right, I thank you, everyone, and I hope you have a great weekend. And so, come on, England, tomorrow. But I would be drunk by the time the full-time whistle would have blown. Thanks again, people, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you in a month next time. Come on, England. Night, people. See you later.